See, this is all new. This whole road is new. Look at it. This was not here before. This was a mess. Look at it. Now see, look at the great location for our church. Before this road, half the time a vehicle couldn't go down it. So there's our Alliance Church. We paid for a lot of this wall and the gates on it because that's required if you're going to be a site for, boy, I won't be able to take my car in the church anymore, will I? We'll just leave it here on the side. Well, this is exciting. Look at this place. There's somebody there. One of the requirements for Compassion is that they have an enclosed yard. So partly to keep track of their own kids, but also to prevent other kids from coming in. And so that is, I mean, you can see how big this enclosure has to be. Just the gates, I don't know, this and that, I think they were over $1,000. So then trying to get this whole wall up is, oh, here she is. This is a young gal that I have worked with and discipled. She speaks wonderful English, and she runs the Compassion program here. So she will tell us all about it. Aha, ibe nelon halibi, hein?
Ça fait très longtemps.
C'est ça, c'est ça.
Et les vacances?
Oui, c'est bien passé. Hein?
J'ai pensé à vous-même tout de suite là.
Ah, d'accord, d'accord.
Bonne arrivée.
Merci, merci. Ça va?
Oui, ça va.
And we wanted to come and see Compassion.
Okay.
Yes.
No problem.
So maybe you'll tell us a little bit about your program and how many children you have.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we can.
Yes, come. She will show us. Now, you don't have the children today.
No, and Thursday.
Just on Thursday they
Yes.
come. Yeah. And how many children would you have on Thursday?
We have 191.
191. Wow.
Learn other things. Yes.
So 24 girls get to learn sewing and some other things that show themselves a little bit advanced. So the idea in Compassion is not just to provide food or education, but it's also to grow them in Christ and give them practical skills. And while they are here on Thursday, they have tutoring, so it helps them. And sometimes I think you take very young children, right?
From 5 years.
So they have, 6 children that will be taking their exams in school. So that's very exciting. So the idea with Compassion is, yes, provide food, health care. They also help the whole family, is my impression, pay for the child's education, but they also bring them here once a week for tutoring, certainly Bible training, Bible teaching, and now they are starting with preschool children so that when they actually get into school, they'll be a little bit ahead. They will already be used to sitting and using a pencil and some of those basic things.
And now we have many children also. We come all Sunday at the church. Yes.
And so a lot of these children have begun coming on Sunday as well. Yeah, great, great. Show us your, yes. So now you meet in here in the church when they come?
Yes.
Yes.
We have 3 classes. Here.
Okay. So
class.
one class, that was the other requirement of Compassion, is that they have classroom space.
Yes. And here.
Yes.
The church.
Uh-huh.
And other class.
Okay, so this church thankfully already had office space for her and her staff. They built this hangar, put the wall up, but they also already had another classroom on the other side of this where actually we were doing a lot of teaching reading and writing to neighborhood women. That was one of the outreaches we did when this church first began was to have a class for reading and writing for women. So we already had that classroom. And now, of course, compassion is here. And then, Mariam, I believe that you have to also cook, an area where you can cook for the children, their lunch.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
We have 6 wives.
So 6 women from the church have gotten jobs cooking for the children.
Yes. At the morning, we make breakfast for children.
So they get breakfast
And midi.
and lunch.
And lunch.
Yes.
We have something for them.
Uh-huh.
And after eating, if children want to play here or want to go at home, at 2 p.m.
Yes.
can go.
Okay.
But we call 2 teachers who help the children. We cannot make many things in the class.
Okay.
They are bad.
Yes.
Yes.
And so then in the afternoon, the normal amount of children go home after lunch, but they will keep back, the teachers will keep back those who are not doing well to give individual attention, individual time with them to bring them up to speed.
Yes.
So there's, yes.
Read on write.
Yes, reading, writing.
Mathematics,
Yes. And how many teachers do you have?
We have 3.
3 teachers,
Yes.
okay. And 6 cooks, 6 women that cook.
Yes.
So this would all be church people
Yes.
that now have jobs, including her. Of course, she's intelligent. She could have gotten a job anywhere, but it does provide also employment for the church, but is a huge testimony to this neighborhood. When they see you investing in their children, it speaks a lot for the gospel. And only a certain percentage of the compassion children can come from the church. They have to be bringing in neighborhood children. And it has to be, if you've ever said, well, you'll show us, she'll show us the forms that the family picks out. But they're looking for children whose father has died or mother has died, you know, these that are really without a means to get to school. They're targeting these that could very easily be overlooked. Oh,
yes.
So he cooks, he very untypical. When she has worked all day, he's the one that will cook, and she'll have food ready for her when she gets home. What I love about her, look at this. Do you see what that is? And that's all her compassion. A lot more now. Looks like she'll add some out here. But that is, that certainly is a great idea. Sponsors a child, yes. And you'd be surprised how many people, we met this last year, that are sponsoring children here in, their children are here in Bobo Dioulasso. And it really is an excellent program because it is tied in to the local church. Instead of just coming and doing a good work, but it really is tied in with the local Christians that are here, and puts a lot of responsibility on local Christians to disciple these children. And the church is seen as sort of the center of the community, which is what we want. And then, of course, giving jobs to our Christian young people like Mariam and her staff that have work and can be discipling these children. So that's exciting as well. It's a very good program.